Hello students, we are starting with a new phyla, that is Phylum Aschelminthes. Asch means round, helminths means worms. This is the phylum of roundworms, which are round in cross section, like a noodle. In cross section, if you cut it, it will be round, isn't it? The phylum before this were flatworms, platyhelminths. So these are the Aschelminthes. As these are round in cross section, they are also called as Nemathelminthes or nematodes. Why they are called as nematodes is because there is one large order within this phylum called as order Nematoda. Most of the roundworms belong to the Nematoda order, and that's why they are called as nematodes and also Nemathelminthes. Since Nematoda is a large order within the phylum, most of the roundworms are endoparasitic in nature in plants as well as in animals and including humans, and some are free living forms. Usually small children get infested with worms. They get worms in their intestines, they get stomach aches and strange sounds and noises coming from the stomach, itching in the anal region. Sometimes worms are passed in the stools. Mostly the worm infections that are caused in children are mainly roundworms. A very common species is Ascaris. They live in the human intestines, especially children. They feed on the partially digested food. They will not be attached to the walls of the intestines as in the platyhelminths, tapeworms, etc. They will not be attached. They will be living over there freely, and they will just swim against the peristaltic movements of the intestine and feed on the partially digested food through the mouth. And also there is diffusion through the general body surface. Habitat mostly endoparasitic in plants and animals, including humans. Example, Ascaris, Wuchereria, important, which is called the filarial worm, causing filariasis or elephantiasis. There is an abnormal enlargement of the limbs in this case. And then there are some forms which are free living, aquatic and terrestrial habitats. Symmetry had started becoming bilateral from platyhelminths onwards. So they also have a bilateral symmetry. Level of organization. Platyhelminths had an organ level organization. They had developed an incomplete gut with mouth and pharynx, isn't it? They did not have a complete digestive system as such, right? So they had organ level organization for platyhelminths. Over here in Aschelminthes show the development of a complete digestive tract from mouth, pharynx till the anus. Okay, a complete digestive tract, a tube within tube system. Organ system level of organization is seen in them. Organ system level organization seen. Digestive system is completely developed with mouth and anus. Tube within tube body plan seen. Germ layers had started becoming triploblastic from platyhelminths onwards. These also have triploblastic organization. How about the coelom? Was coelom developed in case of platyhelminths? No, they were triploblastic but acoelomate. What about Aschelminthes? Aschelminthes are said to be triploblastic and pseudocoelomate organisms. Aschelminthes are triploblastic. They do have development of the three germ layers, that is endoderm, mesoderm and ectoderm, and they do have development of the coelom in the form of scattered pouches. However, this coelom is not formed by the mesoderm, it is formed by blastocoel. They are said to have pseudocoelom, not formed by mesoderm. It is formed by blastocoel. Okay, so it is not a true coelom because it is not formed by the mesoderm. Next, how is the body formed? They usually have a long cylindrical body which is tapering at both the ends in this manner. A cylindrical body which is circular in cross section, which tapers at both the ends. Long cylindrical tapering at both ends. Let us look at part of this body wall. Three layers are found in the body wall. The outermost one is called the cuticle, which is a proteinaceous layer. It will protect it from the host's digestive enzymes, etc. Inner to that, inside, there will be epidermis, which will be cellular layer. And the role of the epidermis is also protective in nature, and epidermis is the one which will be secreting the cuticle. Okay, secretes the cuticle. And there are many numbers of moltings, in these worms. So each time there is a molting, the outermost cuticle layer will be shed and the worm will create a new cuticle around itself and will emerge from the previous cuticle layer. Inner to that, inside, there is the muscular layer, and they are known to have longitudinal muscles in this layer only. Why I am saying longitudinal muscles only is because in the further phylum, that is phylum Annelida, they are going to have longitudinal as well as circular muscles in this muscular layer. Aschelminthes only have the longitudinal muscles, which help them in vigorous whip-like movements. Aid in whip-like movements. There is going to be one opening, that will be the mouth, and a complete digestive system will be present throughout in this manner. Close to the mouth, there will be presence of an excretory pore, okay, through which excretion is going to take place. Next we talk about digestion. Complete digestive system is formed, as we've seen. A very powerful muscular pharynx is present in them, which is not used for attachment of the host to the body wall. It is meant for absorption or suction of the partially digested food from the intestine. Used for suction of food from intestine, partially digested food. Next, reproduction. Platyhelminths were hermaphrodites. Aschelminthes are known for their sexual dimorphism. They are dioecious. Sexes are separate. Males and females are separate. Sexes separate. What is this feature also called? Dioecious. This feature is also called as sexual dimorphism. Sexual dimorphism. Two structures. Morph means structure. And the males are usually shorter than females with a curved posterior end. We will consider the example of Ascaris to look at this particular feature in more detail. Fertilization is internal. The development may be direct or indirect, and if it is indirect, many larval stages are involved. There is one more unique feature that Aschelminthes show, and that is called utili. In utili, during their embryonic stages, the embryo will dedicate certain cells to certain organ systems. Okay? Till the formation of that organ system, the number of cells that were allocated at the time of embryonic stages will remain constant. For example, let's say 1000 number of cells are dedicated for the development of the complete digestive tube from mouth to anus, okay, in the embryonic stage. Then in an adult roundworm also, if you measure the number of cells, the number of cells will have remained constant, that is 1000 number of cells only. In us it is different, the number of cells will keep on divided and increasing in number, but here the number of cells remain constant from embryonic stages to the adult stages. This feature is called as utili. Number of cells in every system is fixed from embryonic stages to adult stages, that is utili. Next, nervous system. They are said to have a simple nervous system comprising of a ring around the pharynx and longitudinal nerve cords. So these were the general characteristics of Aschelminthes. In the next lecture, we are going to consider an important example of a roundworm, that is Ascaris lumbricoides, and study it in more detail. In the name of Lord Mahadev, please subscribe.